Hello. So, you want to know how to use Twitter, huh? Well, you're in luck. You came to the right idiot. Me. For those of you out there that kind of suck at Twitter and you do the whole RP account with someone else's art, I'm going to help you. There's only one thing you need. A slap across the goddamn face. But anyway, I'll actually give you some help. Step 1. The presentation of your Twitter. So ideally what you want to have is your own shit. That's the bottom line. You want to have stuff about you, by you, or made for you. You don't want to steal people's shit and pretend it's yours, and you don't want to pretend to be someone you're not, which is kind of ironic because you're a furry. So the first thing is your Twitter bio. You want it to look something like this. As you can see, it has things about me, and it relates to me, and it can tell people briefly who I am and what I'm about. Step 2 would be your profile picture. You want something that relates to you, is preferably of you, of your art, of yourself, just not someone else's. This step is probably the easiest step by far. And then there's your Twitter banner. All you need for that is, again, another image, preferably of your own or something that looks nice. See, making your Twitter look decent is not that hard to do. Step 2. Who you follow. So, a lot of people seem to get hooked up in this follow for follow bullshit. And they think, if I follow 5,000 people and 5,000 people follow me back, that makes me popular. I have 5,000 people following me. Doesn't quite work like that. You see, if you were to unfollow those people, they would unfollow you. They're only following you because you're following them. But what you end up with when you do this is just chaos. Absolute chaos. All you simply need to do is just follow the people you like. Follow the things you're interested in. And just don't do follow for follow. Don't just follow people for the sake of getting a follow back. Please. Step 3. Who follows you? Your followers. Now, if you were like any furry out there, you're going to worry about your followers at some point. You're going to wonder, why am I not popular enough? Why haven't I got more followers than this guy? Why does this guy have more followers than me? And the thing is, it's all bullshit. It's just numbers. You can easily build that shit up. And this doesn't happen overnight. I mean, myself, I've been on Twitter since 2013. So that's... just looking at the date down here because I don't... 5 whole years. Am I counting that right? 5 years. I've been on Twitter for 5 years, and, you know, I'm at this many followers. So just quit worrying about how quickly it builds up or how many you have in general, because it's fucking meaningless. Absolutely meaningless. Quit worrying about attention and validation and numbers, because if you just be yourself, it'll come to you anyway. As long as you're not a complete shit person. That's the only caveat with that. Step 4. The exact amount of fingers I have on my hand, actually. What to post. So, you may think, why is he telling me what to post on Twitter? And correct, I'm not going to tell you what to post on Twitter. Instead, I will tell you what I post on Twitter, so you have a rough guideline of how best to use the platform. So personally, what I do with the site is I just post shit that I find funny. If I do something dumb, which is pretty much every day, I'll tweet it. Or I'll post something that I'm doing. You give people little insights to your life, or things that matter to you, etc. I mean, who am I kidding? Some people just use it to post their asshole online. Essentially, just do things your way, but here are a few things to avoid doing. First thing, just absolutely harassing the shit out of one person. It's okay to reply to someone's tweets, but when you're constantly getting in there like, hey, can I have your Telegram? Hey, can I DM you? Hey, can I just like sniff you? It's a bit much, mate. You need to calm the fuck down. The second thing to avoid is just absolutely spamming the shit out of your timeline. I've followed people before where it's like I could be watching my timeline and it would just be like bah, 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 like non-stop tweets of just pure, unfiltered fucking spam from them. I mean, spam if you want to. I'm just saying people are probably going to unfollow or mute you, dude. Third thing to avoid that I cannot stress enough. Please, for the love of God, don't roleplay on public Twitter. It's probably the most painstaking thing to see when people are like, nuzzles your bulge. Oh, well, takes you off to his bed and does stuff to you. I mean, I've seen roleplays kick off on the most simple of tweets. I don't know, like, you could post something about gardening, like, yeah, just sowing some seeds in my garden, and then, like, out of nowhere, you'll get someone like, hey, bro, I'll fucking seed you, man. You want some of my seed? You want to get bread, huh? It... So you think you're ready to learn the advanced bits of Twitter? Well, when I say advanced, I just mean the commonly unheard of things you can do on Twitter. The first one being having your DMs open. It may sound risky to just open yourself up to having absolutely anyone message you. However, it's led to some fun things and some cool people in my time. I'd say for every 5 creepers you get at least 3 nice people. It's an okay ratio. But seriously, just turn it on in your settings and just let people get in touch with you. You know, you're not going to get spammed immediately, but it opens up a nice doorway to meet new people. So in your settings, if you open up your DMs like that, people can just get in touch with you. You have the little icon on your page, and if they don't follow you, they can still message you. And if you don't follow them, they can still message you. However, it shows up in the requests section rather than your actual DM, so you can choose whether to accept it or not. But yeah, if you feel like talking to me for whatever reason, just go to my Twitter and DM me. Chances are I'll respond if you aren't asking to see my dick. The other tip I have is Twitter Analytics. Now, this is a little function that tells you how many people are seeing your posts, liking it, engaging with it, basically all the ins and outs of what's happening with your posts. And what I suggest is, if you really give a shit about who's seeing your tweets, how well they're doing, just go look. It's full of data. Like, here's one of my months, for example. Just take a moment, have a look at it all, and you see how much there is. You can see from that. You can be like, oh, people like this thing, people like that thing. You know, pish posh. It's fucking data. So, I hope my shitty advice helped you. I think we really knocked that one out of the park. Whew. Woo! Okay, so we made it through, you made it through. That's all my advice on not being shit on Twitter, essentially. Now you should be able to make the most of Twitter and not be a role-playing thing on Twitter. Psst, hit me up, VF. I'd just like to say a huge, my arms aren't even in shot, thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. You guys are awesome. I'm loving working with you guys. I like my little Patreon community right now. You know, they always respond to stuff and we always have ideas and they get involved, and I love it. If you want to support and get involved, go join them. The links are down below. Do all the cool shit. I'm gonna just pop their names up. Woo! These guys are awesome. And I'm actually hosting a Q&A live stream this Sunday on my Patreon, 9 PM British time. So if you want in on it, simply go to the link. I'll be streaming for God knows how long, probably drinking a fair bit too, and it'll just be fun. It'll be great. Absolutely amazing. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll be with you next Friday. Until then, I will see you later.